Hopefully this video it doesn't get cut off because of the memory. Hopefully I have enough storage in my phone. But get a little farther here. Hey boys, Vincent, this is still your day. You're 1 year old, and I still think this is a dream, boys. History will probably show it that I didn't care about you guys, because right now I'm fighting for no visitation rights, and I'm requesting that. I'm requesting that your mother has full custody. There's a reason for that. We cannot mess with the order that God has put on this earth for a holy family. We cannot justify it. We cannot make our own family. I swore to God at his altar that I was going to marry your mother in sickness and in health, for richer or for poor, till death do us part. And your mother wants a divorce. I refuse to live that life, boys. That is half dad, half in your life, half not. That's not the way God wants it. Your mother is making a very, very grave mistake, but I can't force her, nor do I want to. It's the biggest sacrifice I have to do of not seeing you boys. Now I'm going to have to pay, because that's the law. You have to pay. So she prefers money over our family, over us. But do not participate in that, because no matter how bad you think it's going to be bad for you boys, it will be 10 times worse if I participate in this. Because divorce is a vicious cycle of hatred, of taking sides, of hurting each other quietly, gossip, chismes. I'll say hatred again, because hatred is double. And the only people who are going to hurt are you boys. So whenever you feel that I abandoned you, I want you to know that I took this sacrifice, because it would be 10 times worse for you boys, because I seen it. Divorce life will never benefit the kids. It'll benefit the parents, because they live on with their life. They'll find someone else. I'm not. You guys are the only people I have, and I'll be in hell on earth right now. And that's the sacrifice that I mean, that I will endure for you boys. I will not put that on you guys. I will not have a second family. There was this girl that tried to help me, and she smiled at me, and I almost dropped a little cup holder, and she went all the way back and got me a new one, and she like stood there. Very attractive girl. And I'm like, and I said a joke. I'm like, yeah, Mondays are my Wednesdays. And she said, ah. And I was like, oh my gosh. And she like stood there, and I was like, well, thank you for your time. I appreciate it. So anytime. My name is Ashley. Oh, I'm Nico. Oh. I said, well, thank you for your time. She said, oh, okay. I can't, boys. I can't. She was a beautiful girl. Like, I don't understand why I cannot. I should. The society is telling us, move on, find another woman, find another family. But I cannot, boys. I walked away. She looked at me, and I felt her looking at me. I said, I don't want anyone else. My life is to your mother. That's the way where you guys will grow up as good men, of us being one family. And if I can't have it because your mother destroyed it, not my plate. No, that was a mistake on my part. But that did not destroy our family. Divorce destroyed our family. And I love your mother. It's the weirdest dream ever. I can never blame her. So I just have to live in misery. So that's life. Hopefully you guys will probably meet another boyfriend or father. I've talked to many people that they like give up on their biological father because they're not there, and they call dad or father to another person. It will happen. So I believe your mother's not as strong as me. She'll show it of praying and go to mass, all this stuff, but actually take it and put it in action, she's weak. And again, there's nothing wrong with that. She's a beautiful woman, a wonderful person, but she's weak when it comes to a strong family. She'll do everything like a slave, but she will not be a leader. That's why we work great together. I was the leader of that family. I was doing the impossible because we were one team. So, but by the time you guys realize that, it'll be too late. You'll probably have another person in your life that you might call dad. And you might be convinced already that from your own aunts and uncles and grandparents that they've put inside your head that I'm this worst person. There's nothing I can do with that. All I can do is continue living in misery. And hopefully one day your mom will come back to me. But hey, I can dream. Might as well. No one can take my dreams away. Or daydream. Daydream I can control. It's the actual dreams. When I go to sleep, I cannot. Those are nightmares. This whole life right now is a nightmare. I can't. I have no motivation, boys. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I gotta sell more suits. And don't ever think that money is not gonna help the situation. Don't ever forget that, boys. No matter what the fuck you do, money is the most important thing on this earth. It may not be important after this life, but in this life, in this world, you're fucked if you don't have money. So you have to be tough. You will suffer psychologically. You will suffer by your own loved ones. You're going to suffer psychologically, physically, sexually. Those 3 things. And if you're lucky enough, you only have to suffer 2 out of those 3. your mother wasn't that lucky. But that's life, boys. What the fuck are you gonna do now? Your family tells you that your father's a piece of shit. Your father abandoned you. Your father didn't give a shit about you. While the real truth is, I want to end my life every single day because I miss you guys. I can't stop thinking about you. I've gone to jail 3 times. And my sister-in-law, your own loving aunt, called the police on me. And the priest, our priest at St. Francis, Father Eduardo, called the police on me when I went to church trying to see you guys. All those people will call me a piece of shit, will call me that I'm a loser, that I'm not worthy. And I say to them, go fuck yourself. I'll continue to sell suits. I'll continue to grow my business. I'll continue to live on. Even though every day I want to delete my life. Turn left when I'm going onto oncoming traffic every single day, boys. And it will not stop. It will continue every single day. That is why I say every single day I'm in misery. That's life. What are you going to do now? Are you going to say go fuck yourself too? Or you'll be a sissy about it. A pussy. A weak person like your mother. Or you're going to be strong. I choose to be strong. You don't know why you live. You don't know why you wake up. You don't know why you pick up your head from the couch. You're not even living in a house. It's a room, office space with the couch. But you still get up. You don't know why, but you still get up. When you have nothing. I wore that ring every fucking single day, boys. For 8 years. But nobody cares about your problems. 80% of people don't give a shit about your problems, and 20% are happy that you do have those problems. My grandpa was right. You cry, but you cry by yourself. Because nobody gives a shit. And no one needs to know you cry. Now, I put it on YouTube. But I'm taking that risk because I need you guys to watch all these. There's like over 200 videos and counting. I'll probably get to close to 300 by the end of these videos. Because I'm almost done with the lessons of the day, and that's where I'm going to stop. Because I feel like I'm repeating myself over and over. You guys don't need to see the misery every day. I may pop in to say a video or two once a month or something, or once every 6 months, just to let you know that I'm still in misery. But that's the way life is. You're gonna get screwed in life. Everything, man. But one thing that I do not agree with is a divorced family. That'll never happen. So I do not participate in any of it. And I'll accept your mother in a heartbeat. Because that's what the family needs to be. One family. But I doubt she will come back. Because she's scared. She thinks about what other people think. About what her family would think. Oh, why would you go over there? You might do worse things to you. All this stuff. Again, the people who say they are close to you and love you are the ones that fuck you over. So, I'm going to take a shower. And by that, I mean in the bathroom sink by my little steps. So I'm just too lazy to go, just unmotivated to go take an actual shower at the Planet Fitness. I just want to go to bed, man. Because every single fucking day is hell. I wish it was easy. I wish I can be one of those fucking normal people. So, okay, yeah, I'll be in your life halfway. I'll share custody. Drop you off back and forth. Yeah, I'll do that. Because that's what everyone does in a divorced family. Slowly it will be abandonment on both parties. Your mom and my side. Because with that type of lifestyle, you think, what's in it for me? I care about my kids. My kids are the one that I care about. What about your fucking wife? What about your fucking husband? Oh, no, I don't care about that. No, I'm in it for the kids. We're creating a fucking falsehood of what a family should be. And it's simple. Family should be whatever God says it should be. And it's not that. So that's why I'm taking this step. Your mom gave information to the attorneys that she told me that she's not interested in me terminating my rights. Because that's the best way. All or nothing. Frío caliente. And that's what I'm doing. If we're not one family, we're nothing. Desecho. That means broken or pieced away in French. That's what it is, boys. And since I have to follow the law and she thinks that I want to get out of paying, no. You think I give a shit about money, man? I despise money. It's a tool here on earth. That's it. And your mother was confused. Your mother thought I cared about money. I didn't give a shit about money. I cared about the tool. What it did. What it provided for our family. And yet, I had nothing. I didn't have that tool. I had to create creative ways to get some of that tool. And we were doing it. We were doing it slowly, but we were doing it. So. But it's not, has nothing to do with money. I'll give her little because I have little. That's what she wants. So I have to do it because it's very simple, boys. They will take you to jail. Prison. If you don't pay your child support. AKA if you don't pay the state. You think for every dollar, all that 100% will go to you guys? Heck no. You're going to learn, boys. The state, as in the federal government, as in any entity that deals with money, needs to turn a profit. Even nonprofits. It's a whole other topic. So, even the church, everything. What's in it for me? Where's my money? You think the state gives a shit about Reina family? You think they give a shit about what Isaac eats? What Benny eats? They don't give a shit. They want their cut. They're getting percentage for every dollar that you receive. So it's in their best interest. That's the way it is. Talk to any divorce guy. I have. And they all want you to be in the same boat. Because it's very, very common. Very common to have a divorce. There are more divorces than there are marriages. Is that fucked up? It is what it is. But I do not play that game. I do not participate in that game. And it's actually for the better. It's the best situation out of a fucked up situation. That's what it is. So, you're gonna think I'm abandoning you guys? You have no idea how much better off you are by just having one side of the family rather than two fighting sides. You're welcome. But like I said, I could be selfish and say, yeah, I'll have visiting rights. I'll do all this shit. Nah, it'll never work, boys. That's why it's very serious when you take an oath. You take it seriously. Don't ever play around with marriage. Man, that water tastes good. I'm full. I gotta shave. I gotta rinse with. I have a whole little process of it there, so I don't get the floor wet too much. But showering is showering. I clean myself and everything, so same thing. If I have to, because I didn't take a shower last night, I got shaved too. But I guess happy birthday, Vincent, for what it's worth. You're probably not gonna know me. Barely William. But I would like to say Benny and Isaac will remember me, but they won't know me. It'll just be a memory. They might even call me by my first name. Oh, that's just Nico. Because I won't be there. That'll be the hardest thing I ever do in my life. This is nothing compared to that. And if you haven't seen my videos already, it's a lot. I cry a lot. And it's not even the beginning of true misery. True misery is when 15 years goes by and I know nothing of you boys. But we won't recognize each other. And you have a whole other life that doesn't include me. That is true misery. And there's nothing I can do, boys. There's nothing. All I can hope for is that you're strong men. You say, fuck all that, Dad. I know you're my dad. Shit happens. And I'll come with you. But we gotta wait till you're 18. Isaac has 10 years. Benny has 12 or so. Well, that's a big risk. Again, in reality, I'll be just a memory. I won't be nothing else. But that's life. I'm not God. So don't ask me why this happens. I've never been cheated on. I never had a girlfriend more than 3 months. I truly was fortunate, was lucky that I never had to endure a deceitment, if that's a word, like engaño, like unfaithful or a liar. Never had to deal with that with a woman because I've never been that long with a woman. But man, this one did it. This one put me in the hole. Now I understand why people take their lives. If I were to drink, if I were to do any of your vices, I would have been gone in 6 months. I would have been gone in Shit, less than 6 months. So, don't know why I'm still here. Should be gone. But, I'm still here, man. Got done with 3 Jurassic Parks, the movies, on Tubi. Let's see if you have Tubi in 10 years. And that's the only thing that makes me happy. I've been thinking about the movies, but that's like $24. And cheap me. I don't like spending things on myself. If I can spend anything for our boys, for my family. But for me, for some reason, I'm the cheapest as they come. So I thought about just watching YouTube or Tubi or YouTube. They're free movies. And they have like trilogies of different movies, and I found Jurassic Parks. I gotta watch the 3 other ones, or I think 2. It's on Tubi. So I'm gonna take not a shower, but I'm gonna rinse up. I'll use soap and shampoo, so I guess take a shower. Unorthodox way. Excuse me. Sorry. But that's the way it is, boys. Nothing more, nothing less. But yeah, the movies distract me. I look forward to that. I remember that was one of the lessons, many lessons I've said, but that was one of them where if you're gonna get depressed, watch YouTube. And then I would add in Tubi or even Netflix. Because even though you waste time, because you're not productive, which is not good, but even though you waste time and be unproductive, unless, or at least that vice doesn't hurt anyone. If you do drugs, if you do alcohol, if you womanize, go out and meet other people with the intention of not being faithful to them, just be sexually active with them, again, for selfish reasons, then you will hurt people. You will. And I don't mean physically, I mean mentally. So at least with watching a movie, again, you just waste time. You're not even hurting yourself. If anything, you get more sleep because you're lazy. So, I love talking with you boys, but it's coming to an end soon. So, everything good must end. But man, I had a beautiful time with you guys. The last moment, I still had a great time. No one talks about what Willie did, why I spanked him. Because he just wanted to be close to me. Every single time. I sat next to him. That's why he was confused. Like, why is he not paying attention to me? And that one time that I didn't pay attention to him, I yelled at him and spanked him. Don't put too much expectations on life, boys. That's the bad thing about organized religion. Your family, especially your family, they'll put these expectations on you. They put them on you and they won't take it off of you. And you won't be free. You'll be expected to do things. And you're a slave. And when life happens, you ask yourself, why? As opposed to just live free. At least that's what happened to me. I didn't live up to those expectations. And it killed me inside. It will mess with you. And the people who get lucky, whether they find someone with money or whether they make money, it's all luck. Believe me, I've been in the financial world. It ain't skill. It's luck. Especially when you marry into money. It's even more luckier. But it's very easy. It will change you. You won't remember how hard it was. And you're just as if it was a blood diamond. If you ever learn about blood diamonds. What happened in Africa and Sierra Leone. People kill themselves over finding these blood diamonds in the land, in the dirt. They send them over here in the U.S. and other rich countries, and we buy them. And what we do for that is we see all these killings on TV of blood diamonds. We know everything, and we say, man, that's sad. Can you pass the bread, please? You forget about it. You say, oh, yeah, I remember when I had my hard times, but can you pass the champagne? You don't give a shit. That's what happens when money controls you. When you think that money is not a tool. When you think money is just as equal as God. And that's why your mom put that expectation on me. She thought I was like that. I didn't give a shit about money. That's why I invested in Bitcoin and Dogecoin. Well, more of the Shiba Inu. It's just currency. And that's how it is. There's nothing I can do about it. But there's just so much where you just forget about it. There are many people who are just gonna not care about you. Family, mostly. But there will be the strongest fans. But in reality, they don't give a shit about you. The quicker you realize that, the quicker you can be tougher in life. I learned that in business. I was a fool thinking that my family wouldn't do that, but that's the way it is, boys. But you live and you learn. If it was any other competitor, I know exactly what to do. But that's your mother. That's your aunt. No. I don't do that. They will, though. Many messages that I have saved. One big one was from your Aunt Isela. So I brought up the idea that I will leave. And again, I have one simple strategy. Is to bring you guys back to me. Very simple. That's my mission. Activate. And to persuade people, you have to put them in that. You have to show them the mirror so they see themselves, say, oh wow, they make a decision. Because they're scared to make a decision. So they make half decisions, but they don't realize the effectiveness, that's a word, the effectiveness of that decision. So you have to show it to them what they're really doing. So what she's really doing is saying that she's breaking his family up. So I said, okay, orale, let's put that in perspective now. So I brought it up to your aunt. And I said, I'll leave the state. I won't even show. And right away, she pounced on it. And you learn a lot. Again, when you take a seat back and see how they respond. That was the other lesson, boys, that I wrote to you. I think I already talked about it. Where if you be quiet and act dumb and let people realize that you're dumb, you're gonna realize And you're gonna wean out who are your allies and who are your enemies. So you should try one day. Because true allies will help you to learn. And true enemies will take advantage of your dumbness. But in reality, you're not dumb. You appear to be dumb. So you can see who they are. And that's what I did with Isela. Hell, that's what I did with all three. Isela, Reina, and your grandmother, Juana. They failed. They pounced on it. One big thing that stuck to me was she didn't write a lot, but she did write with this. She says, if you're gonna do it all the way. Don't come back and show them and come and want to see them again, because you will give them hope. Yeah. How dare the father gives their son hope? How dare he? That ain't your turf. Father's not supposed to give hope to their sons. How dare you? But again, in a divorce world, everything is permissible. There's two sides. And the ones who hurt the most are the kids. As opposed to, no, you need to give them hope, Nico. Don't leave. That was my plan. That was the goal. That was the passing of the test was, no, you need to be with your kids. How can I help? Pride kills you, man. As long as she is their sister, they'll always side. Doesn't matter if her sister is the worst person ever, they will side it. Pride, man. But that's what I learned about controlling your anger. You take these pieces of information in and you analyze it. Then you extract it to your benefit. That was another lesson that I talked about already in previous videos. But yes, I know who my allies are and I know who my enemies. But again, it's all voided. Because this is not my business competitors. It's not my business enemies. These are my family. That's what family will do, man. A true family stays together. A true family speaks the truth. And a true family lets you be free. I've yet to see that type of family. Other than ours. We were doing it. It's beautiful. But since something, like everything that is rare in this earth, will be tainted. Just will. It'll be taken over by the tainted. Because they can't stand perfection. Heck, I wouldn't even say perfection. It's pretty damn close though. And again, the ones who will taint that are the ones who are closest to you that say, I love you. It's a common theme, if you guys didn't notice, of all my videos. That's the discovery. So I hope you guys take that theme seriously. Because you guys are not an exception. You guys are not exempt. You will endure that type of pain. Just will. It's being a human. You cannot escape it. Doesn't matter if you find the most Catholic woman, the most devout Catholic woman, the woman that prays every week, the woman that goes to adoration, the woman that turns her life to God, the woman that says that she will work hard as ever. Bullshit. They're human. They will fuck up. They will get fucked up. And they will fuck other people up. Just is. Again, I'll leave you guys with this. What the fuck are you gonna do about that then? Things you can't control will fuck you over. What then? That's the big question you gotta ask yourselves. And one thing that you are not gonna do is be a victim. Now, you can always be a victim. But I say that with conviction of that what you're not gonna do, because there's no hope for that. If I were a victim here, good Lord, you know how much I'll be drinking? You know how much I'll fuck around with women? You know how much I'll destroy my life with any other drug? No, I'm just in misery. But I'm not a victim. I wouldn't even have this business. So, doesn't matter if the world comes down to you. You better not be a victim. Because that's the worst thing anyone can be. That's a weak person. You don't have to go too far to see a weak person. You just go to the next room. And again, take it as you want, boys, but her whole family is weak. I repeat that. Her whole family is weak. Just the way it is. They're not strong. And there's nothing wrong with it. Yeah, you can make a good, honest living. You can be a nurse. You can marry a guy that thinks he has money. Sure, it's great. But you're still weak. I met this business owner the other week at a cigar shop. It's called The Will. It's by this Hellberg Barbecue on Route 6. Not too far from you guys. Hellberg Barbecue is a good place too. The owner knows the owner of the cigar shop, so it's funny how it's all connected, and good place. And he was it's a good old-fashioned country guy, but strong, attractive, muscle guy, and a wonderful wife. They've been married 30 years, and he has 2 older daughters, and like my age basically, but they have their boyfriends and stuff, and their significant other, and I asked him, he owns a restoration or like a HVAC business. It looks like he's doing very well for himself. And, they bought a lot of alcoholic drinks right there in the cigar lounge. And it looked like they came from a boat. They were talking about they came from a boat. They were talking about that. And you can tell they have some money. And I asked him one simple question. I was like, so what do you want to do with this business? What's your exit plan? He was like, I was like, your kids don't want to take it over? He's like, no, they help me, but they don't know too much about it. I call that weak. I laughed at it. He's not a competitor of mine. I'm not even talking about the industry. I'm talking about entrepreneur to entrepreneur. He has no excitement left. It's a one-term owner. And with your Uncle Cesar, same thing. He's using the funds, which again, it's a free country. It's cool that you do that. But you're not gonna have a sustainable business. It's not gonna last more than one generation. And it makes sense because the blood, sweat, and tears that you put into making a family thrive by you going to work every day, may not make the sales you want, all depend on you. It'll put hair on your chest. And his father did that. But not those boys. They just didn't. I knew that. That's why I implemented different with you boys. There's no spark. They tried 2 other restaurants that they started. It failed. And now they're just stagnant. They're using their investment capital on nice trips. Good trips. Again, they're nice memories. But they ain't gonna grow. They're content with that. And in any business, when you're content, you're a failure. You're either growing or you're dying. There's no in the middle. So, again, all these tactics, man, is good. But I never thought I had to use it for a divorce. And I still don't use it. This is all driven by respecting the laws of God. That's all it is. I'm respecting the laws of God. He said this is the way it's supposed to be as far as a holy family, being one together, not separate. Then darn it, you fucking do it. Never cheat on your wife, you better not fucking do it. I pushed your mom twice. Never swung at her, never hit her. And if I remember correctly, I pushed her because she did not want me to leave. And I had to push her out of my way. Yeah, boys, she was confused. Made a very wrong decision. But like I said, you guys are entwined from a weak family. And they're biased. You know, I learned that from the very beginning. And that's one of the weaknesses you have. When you don't see outside of the box. You're in denial that you are in a cult. And the bad thing about cults are, they don't last. And I believe they are in their own little funny cult. So they will not grow. But again, every cult is weak. So again, it is great that whatever they have, the little house they have, a couple houses, it means shit. Same thing how I described to you guys about that business owner. Looks great, but there's no future for that. They do the same cycle over and over again. There's no growth. And you think being a nurse, you think having a restaurant or two is growth? Hell no. They had 6 brothers at the Mexicano Grill. And they have, I think, over 60. If I remember, no, 50. I talked to one of the managers, they were telling me about their story. Let's just say 50 around it, because I'm trying to remember. 60 comes to mind, but I don't remember if it's that much. But at least 50. 50 restaurants. Just in Texas alone. And their business only has 2. They had 4, but 2 failed. What's the matter? Can't grow? So it means shit. It means shit. But they will think about that more than your main family, which is your mother, you 4 boys, and myself. Because no one gives a shit. They just care about what's in it for me. Remember that, boys. So, I digress. Because you're going to learn that very soon. You got to keep on growing. Don't stop. And say, fuck them. I repeat, fuck them. What are you going to do next? What's your next move? What are you going to do? What I'm going to do is wash my ass. I got to take showers probably like 10:30, 11 right now. And wake up early. And I got the meeting tomorrow. Or not meeting, but 1,000 friends, can meet some more people. Networking event. Hopefully bring them in. So I'll probably see the Alfred Solano is the first client of mine officially bought here at the store. I got his order form right here too. Got to put that into the system. Got that money in. Should be at the manufacturer account, the ordering account by Friday, and I'll put that order in. So I'll probably see him tomorrow at the 1,000 Friends because I saw him at the last 1,000 Friends. So it'll pretty cool. But anyways. It's already 50 minutes in. I want to keep this to 20. A little off, but again, just to conclude, because you probably, again, taking sides. You may think, oh man, I'm taking sides. No, I'm stating the facts. You have to take away the emotion part, boys. I ate cheese dip right now and my stomach hurts. I can't eat cheese dip, but man, it tastes so damn good. So I have to visit the toilet before I take a shower, before I wash my ass. But I say this about your aunts and even your uncles. Same situation with your uncles. Just that whole family is weak. You have to take that without the emotion. Because if not, believe me, I learned. That'll bring frustration, that'll bring anger, and it will cloud your mind to make a strategic advantage to or strategic decision and action that favors you. So I say all that about them because I want better for them. It's simple. Why do I want better for them? Because I love them. Very simple. But I also understand that people are not like me. People cannot take that emotion out of it. Hell, I couldn't even take that emotion out of it. I was weak too. But you have to admit that you're weak. Try to meet someone that admit their failures. Oof, it was hard. But man, once you pass that, you're powerful. And that's what's sexy to me. That's what attracted me so much, to learn more about controlling my anger. Because all this other bullshit about, oh, love your loved ones, bullshit. Again, you're known to fuck people over that you say you love. So that ain't work. So I had to take another approach. The sexy approach. How it's powerful. And that's attracted to me. Controlling things. Not people. Controlling the outcomes. Understanding the outcomes. So you can make that decision that you know will work. And I know this decision will work. It'll take a lot of time, a lot of crying, a lot of misery. But it will work. Because you can't really go against God. That's why I know it works. I'm not going against God by making this move. I'm keeping the part that we did already, that was beautiful, the 8 years of marriage, of family. I keep that sacred by not tainting it, by bringing other perverted pieces into it, whether on my side or your mom's side. No, you gotta keep it beautiful. And that's what I'm doing until we come back again. Then we come back again, then we're not nothing. We are everything. I'll leave you with that. I gotta take a poo-poos and I gotta watch a movie before that. I gotta take a shower. So, love you boys. Happy birthday, Vincent. Ooh, pass some gallas. I fought it. Woo. So, another one. Have fun. Again, take the emotion out, boys. Focus. Understand your weakness. Understand your strengths. And most of all, have fun. Have fun, man. Love you, boys. I'll talk to you again. Bye.